Hi everyone, today I'm going to take you through the Google Sheets assignment that is located on Canvas. When you open up the assignment through Canvas, you're going to see some instructions up at the top, followed by the 3 instructions videos for the actual assignment itself. Start by reading the instructions written at the top of the page. It does say to open the attached assignment and follow the instructions on the spreadsheet. Make sure to complete all 3 parts of the assignment. Use the videos below to help you complete the assignment. And then once you are done, submit your work. So when you open up the actual assignment itself, it should look like this. It will say Google Sheets practice assignment up at the top. It may even have your name on it. When you start, again, you're going to see 3 sections or 3 parts to this assignment that is broken up by these black lines right here. So this is part number 1, part 2, and then part 3. This video is going to walk you through the 5 steps for part number 1. So again, you will follow the instructions that are written on the spreadsheet. Your student instructions are going to be in yellow here. So starting with part 1, step number 1, it says start by reading the purple box and naming each blue cell. So here's the purple box. We're going to take a moment and read that. Each box in a spreadsheet is called a cell. Name each cell by first listing the letter of the column the cell is in, followed by the number of the row. Practice naming each of the blue cells by typing in the cell address into the blue cells. So when you're looking at a spreadsheet, you have your columns, which are going to be labeled with letters up at the top. Think about a column like a column that holds up a building, so it stands straight up and down. Vertical, and then we have our rows on the left hand side, which are going to be labeled with numbers, and think about like a row in a movie theater, so from left to right, horizontal. When you are looking at each of these cells on a spreadsheet, to actively work inside of them, and for this example, name them, you are going to select the cell by clicking on it one time. And then you are going to, in this particular example, name the cell. So when we name a cell, it is going to be the letter of the column that it is in, followed by the number of the row. So this particular cell right here is in column A and row 2. When I type that in, I'm going to press enter on my keyboard. And if you did this correctly, you should get a response from the spreadsheet that says excellent. We're going to move on to the next cell, which is going to be this one right here. Again, I'm going to name it by using the letter of the column followed by the number of the row. So this is in B15. And again, if you did it correctly, you should have received a response that says you got it. Next, we're going to move to this cell up at the top. This cell is located in C1. Perfect. And last but not least, we've got this little cell right here located in D8. Nice. So we have officially completed step number 1, and now we are ready to move to step number 2. So it says type today's date in cell F1. So to do this, I'm going to find cell F1 and I'm going to select it by clicking on it. So F1 is right here, and I'm going to enter in today's date. I'm going to use today's date, but you can use at your actual day's date that you are doing this assignment. And when I'm done entering that in, I'm going to press enter on my keyboard. You'll notice that your cursor, the selection of the cell, moves down 1 row, and that is okay. Once I've entered in today's date, I'm going to go back and I'm going to read step number 3. So it says use the fill handle to place dates in cells F1 through F10. So when I do this, I'm going to select the cell that I want to work with. So again, I'm going to take my mouse and I'm going to click on it. You should see that it's selected because you should see this blue border around the cell that lets you know that that's the cell that's currently selected. To use the fill handle, I'm going to take my cursor and I am going to locate this little dot that is right here in the bottom right corner of the cell, and I'm going to use my cursor to place it right on top of that. You should notice that your cursor kind of changes to what kind of looks like a little cross there, or maybe even an X kind of turned to the side, but your going to wait until you see that cursor and you're going to click and then you are going to drag your dates down until cell F10. Just like our instructions told us. You're going to drop it, so let go of it with your cursor, and if you've done the fill handle correctly, you should see that the dates fill in the remaining dates from today's date, the one that you entered in, until the next 10 days. So it should look like that. Step 4 says to use the drag and drop to place the cells in G1 through G10. So to use the drag and drop feature, you need to make sure that you have your cells selected because again, we need to tell the spreadsheet what cells we want to work with. So because I've unselected my cells, I'm going to take my mouse and I'm going to click and drag over the cells that I want to select. I am not clicking and then dragging from the fill handle. It's not what I want to do. Instead, I'm just going to click on that first cell and drag my mouse down so that it selects the cells I want to work with. And then I'm going to use the drag and drop feature to take these dates and move them over to the next column. So to do that, I'm going to use my cursor, my mouse, and I'm going to place it over the line that separates column F from column G. So you can see how my cursor kind of changes into like a little hand. When I see that, I'm going to click to grab it, and then I'm going to drop it over into column G. So I'll do that one more time just to make sure you saw that. Again, I'm going to select my cells. I'm going to click and drag my mouse over the cells I want to work with. I'm going to take my mouse. I'm going to hover over that border line in between column F and G until I see that little hand. I'm going to click to drag and drop it in column G. So once I've done that, you should see that you have all of your dates located in column G now. And we're ready to complete step number 5, the last step for this section. Step 5 says to delete the information in cell G4. So I'm going to find cell G4. Again, I'm going to use the column number the column letter and the row number to find the one that I want. So I'm looking for G4, and I'm going to delete the information out of there. So I'm simply going to backspace on my keyboard to remove that information. Once you are done with all 5 steps, your part 1 of your spreadsheet should look like this. Go ahead and head back to the Canvas assignment page to start video 2 for part 2 of the spreadsheet.